Hey everyone, Vladimir here, and in this video I want to give you just one single tip to help you pass the PSM1 exam offered by Scrum.org. I believe if you pay attention to this video, you will be able to achieve a higher score on your exam. So let's take a look. Okay, here it goes. Read the questions carefully. And if you have expected something fancier, no need to be disappointed because this is a big deal. Read the questions carefully from beginning to end. Why is that important? Well, a little change, just one word, changes the question. Okay, let me give you an example. The increment must be releasable at the end of the sprint, true or false? You've read the Scrum guides, you would say true. And that's the purpose of a sprint, right? To produce a potentially releasable increment. Good job. But let's see the following question. The increment must be released at the end of the sprint. True or false? It's almost the same question, right? But this time the answer is false. Why? Because there isn't a rule in Scrum that says to release an increment at the end of the sprint, right? Releases may happen a few increments at a time. Or you can release more frequently than the sprints. For example, in one sprint you can have 2 releases. Do you see? One word has been changed. Releasable and released. Let's take a look at another example. You know that in Scrum we have 3 artifacts, the product backlog, the sprint backlog, and the increment. All good here. But do you see the word backlog appears twice in the artifacts? You have product backlog, you have a sprint backlog. You may see a question or a statement that is true for the product backlog, but it is not true for the sprint backlog. For example, the product owner owns the product backlog, true or false? Now, this is true. The product owner is responsible for the product backlog. But what about the product owner owns the sprint backlog? True or false? Well, the answer here is false, because it is the development team that owns the sprint backlog. And if you're watching this and if you're thinking, Vladimir, this is too simple, I want to tell you that during the exam, we are under pressure. The time is not much, the passing score is high. We paid for one attempt only, and if we fail, we have to pay again, maybe $150 or maybe $200, depending on the exam we've chosen. And we are prone to such mistakes. So mistakes to questions that we otherwise know. We know how to answer correctly. Lastly, I want to ask you to be careful with the word not. Okay, let me give you an example. Which of the following is not a Scrum pillar? And you have a few values, mixed Scrum values, of course, mixed with pillars. By the way, you have to know these by heart. The 3 pillars, transparency, inspection, and adaptation, and the 5 values, commitment, courage, focus, openness, and respect. Now back to the question, which of the following is not a Scrum pillar? Now you have to think, okay, so I know the 3 pillars. I have to select everything that is not a pillar. For example, courage. This is not a pillar, it's a Scrum value. Another example would be this. The product owner is not responsible for the product backlog. True or false? The correct answer here is false. She or he is responsible. And I hope this helps. Once again, read the questions and answers carefully from beginning to end. And another reason for that, let me give you one more. You read the question, and the first answer sounds absolutely right. You select it and you move on. And you didn't read the next 3 answers, for example, but because you're so certain the first statement, the first option A is correct, unfortunately, you've answered incorrectly. Because the second option is also a true statement. The third option is also a true statement. And the last one is all of the above. Which is the correct answer? Now, if you are preparing for the Professional Scrum Master Level 1 exam, or you just want to master the Scrum Framework, be sure to check out my online course called Scrum Master Certification Training and PSM1 sample exams. There, you will find 3.5 hours of video content plus 160 high-quality sample exam questions. Basically, these are 2 sample exams that simulate the real one. You will have 60 minutes for each and an 85% passing score. It's an amazing learning tool as well. Go to the first link in the description to learn more. If you have found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss a video, helping you master the Scrum Framework. My name is Vladimir Raykov. Thank you for watching, stay purposeful, and I will see you in the next one.